A father consistently sends birthday cards and gifts to his nieces and nephews year after year, only to have them reportedly ignored. And according to royal sources, that father is none other than Prince Harry. But here is the part that changes everything. According to new reporting, those cards and gifts were sent not just for George, but for Charlotte and Louis as well. And the response from the other side, according to insiders, complete silence. By the way, if you want the real story behind these royal headlines without the spin, hit that subscribe button right now. Because what I'm about to share with you involves a sad realization, a firm wall that will not crack, and children who, according to sources, may never know their cousins. Stick with me. According to royal commentator and source familiar with the situation, Prince Harry is reportedly very dark and down about his current relationship with his brother's children, not just Prince George, but also Princess Charlotte and Louis. And here is the detail that makes this genuinely heartbreaking. According to these sources, Harry did develop a close bond with George as the fun uncle. But now, according to insiders, nobody ever really speaks about them. That is a sad state of affairs, regardless of where you stand on the family drama. Now, I want to pause here, because this is where things get complicated. According to the source, whether you like what is going on inside the royal family or not, it is always tricky when children are involved, because children do not necessarily have the opportunity to make up their own minds. It is the parents who decide. And of course, you have to adhere to that, because parents believe they know best. According to the commentator, when you're old enough, you can make your own decisions, but until then, the adults control the narrative. So what is really going on here? According to sources, Harry has consistently over the years sent birthday cards, presents, and Christmas gifts to all of his brother's children. This reportedly happened as recently as the last couple of weeks, with cards and gifts sent for Charlotte and Louis. But here is the part that the source is very clear about. Do not believe the commentators who claim that King Charles has Zoom chats with Archie and Lilibet. According to this insider, that is utter made-up nonsense. Security protocols, according to the source, would never allow it. And if such calls actually happened, according to the commentator, someone would have leaked images to People magazine or Instagram by now. A picture of the king in one box and Archie in the other. According to this source, it is not happening. It is not true. Now, let me give you some analysis here. According to this reporting, Harry has been consistently, over the years, sent cards, sending gifts, trying to maintain some connection. And according to the source, those cards and gifts have been received, but they have not been taken up upon. They are reportedly being ignored. And that, according to the commentator, is a very sad state of affairs. I do not take any joy in this, the source says, because families are tricky. We all have moments where we get along and moments where we do not. But for Harry, according to this insider, the realization is coming very fast and very thick now that no matter what he does, William reportedly does not want his children to have any contact with his younger brother's children. Now, here's where the story takes an even more intriguing turn. According to the source, there is a belief that Harry may have been trying to use his relationship with William's children as a gateway back into the family, a way to reopen communication, a way to soften the walls. But according to the commentator, that attempt is failing, and the reason, according to the source, is simple. William is reportedly very firm, and I have to be honest, the commentator actually likes this about William. The description used is, if you're in, you're in. If you're out, you're out. According to the source, we saw this with William's one-time friend, a journalist who interviewed Harry and Meghan in Africa without giving William a heads up. According to the commentator, that journalist could have tipped off the Prince of Wales, could have given him a warning, but apparently he just left him hanging, and consequently, according to the source, William thought, I've had enough, you're gone. Let me give you the backstory there, because it matters.
According to the commentator, that same journalist sat down with William and Catherine to do their engagement interview. So every time William sees that memory, according to the source, it's always there. The betrayal stings more because there was history there. Trust was broken, and according to the insider, William does not forget that kind of thing. Now, let me shift to something the source mentioned that is worth considering. According to this commentator, do not buy into the story that Harry and Meghan recently had a birthday party for their son with lots of celebrity guests. According to the source, if anyone came to celebrate, it was likely staff members. The reason given, according to the commentator, if there were any celebrities there, someone would have posted a picture. Meghan is reportedly quite happy to let her image go out at someone else's event, but according to the source, we are supposed to believe that she has so much control that nobody is even allowed to post a picture around a 7-year-old boy's birthday cake. The implication, according to the commentator, is that the guest list was not as glamorous as some might suggest. Now, I'm not saying that's definitely true. According to the source, that's the suspicion. Here's my honest opinion on this part. Whether you like Harry and Meghan or not, the idea of a child's birthday party with only staff members is genuinely sad. If that is accurate, these children are growing up incredibly isolated. According to the source, Harry realizes that his children are not going to be able to know their cousins. They are being raised in America, which is fine. That's where they live. But according to the commentator, you're then asking children to interact with children who are naturally going to be suspicious of them. And if William continues to refuse contact, according to the source, those cousins will grow up as strangers. Now, let me take you on a brief detour, because the source shared something fascinating that actually has a tenuous link to this story. The commentator mentioned the Beatles' final concert on top of the Apple Building in London in January 1969. Apparently, one of the police officers who attended that show and told the Beatles they were annoying the neighbors was none other than Princess Diana's later Royal Protection Officer, Ken Worf. According to the source, Worf said they didn't really want to stop the show, but they were under instructions. In the end, John Lennon said they'll wrap it up. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with Harry and William? According to the source, the link is tenuous, but the point being made is that everything now is nostalgia, and somehow, according to the commentator, this connects to the disintegrated relationship between Harry and his brother. I'll be honest with you, that Beatles story felt a bit of a stretch, but I'm including it because the source clearly thought it was relevant, and honestly, it's a fun piece of royal adjacent history. The building where the Beatles gave their final concert is now a tourist attraction. You can visit the roof, and according to the commentator, there's a royal connection through that police officer. Make of that what you will.
Back to the main story. According to the source, Harry is feeling very isolated, not just from his brother, but from his brother's children. And according to the commentator, the only person now that is trapped may be Harry himself. The source recalls that King Charles reportedly once said, "Just let it play out." And according to the insider, that is exactly what is happening. Harry is now scratching at the door, saying, "Remember me." And according to the source, they do remember him. Hence the reason the door remains firmly closed. Now, let me give you some additional context. According to the commentator, Harry has reportedly tried everything: cards, gifts, gestures, and according to the source, none of it has worked. William is reportedly done. He is through. After what Harry and Meghan said about Catherine, who William absolutely adores, according to the source, William is reportedly quite happy with his life. He has his wife, he has his children, he has his duties, and according to the insider, he does not need the drama. The problem, according to the source, is that Harry felt trapped in the royal family, but now, according to the commentator, Harry may be trapped outside of it. Here is my personal take on this whole situation. I think there is something deeply tragic about a man sending birthday cards to his nieces and nephews and having those gestures ignored. Regardless of what happened between the adults, those children are innocent. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis did not ask for any of this, and neither did Archie and Lilibet. According to the source, Harry's children are not going to know their cousins. That is a loss that cannot be undone. And when those children grow up, according to the commentator, they may wonder why. They may ask questions, and the answers, according to the source, will not be pretty. But I also understand William's position. According to the commentator, William is firm. If you are out, you are out. And after public criticism of his wife, according to the source, William has every right to protect his family. The question is whether that protection should extend to blocking all contact between cousins. According to the source, that is a decision William has reportedly made, and according to the insider, it is final. Now, let me address something the source said about royal commentators who claim the king has Zoom calls with his American grandchildren. According to this insider, that is rubbish. Security-wise, according to the source, it could not be allowed. And if it were happening, according to the commentator, someone would have leaked a screenshot by now. The mainstream media, according to the source, goes along with these stories without verifying them. But according to this insider, the truth is that those calls are not happening. The king reportedly does not have regular video contact with Archie and Lilibet. And if that is true, according to the source, that is another layer of sadness. Here is what I think. According to this reporting, Harry is in a position where he cannot win. He tried to leave. He did leave. He spoke his truth in books and documentaries. And now, according to the source, he wants back in, at least for his children. He wants them to know their cousins. He wants them to have some connection to their heritage. But according to the insider, William is not having it. And the cards and gifts, according to the source, they are received but not acknowledged. That is a silent rejection. And in some ways, according to the commentator, silence is worse than anger. At least anger means someone still cares. Silence means they have moved on. According to the source, the man that some tabloids claimed could fix the relationship, according to the insider, William does not want this relationship fixed. He is done. He is through. After what Harry and Meghan said about his wife, who he absolutely adores, according to the source, William is reportedly quite happy with his life. He is focused on his family. He is focused on his future role. And according to the commentator, Harry is now the one scratching at the door. Let me leave you with this. According to this source, the situation is sad but predictable. When you publicly criticize an institution and the people within it, according to the commentator, you cannot expect them to welcome you back with open arms. And when children are involved, according to the source, the adults make the decisions. For now, according to the insider, those decisions mean that cousins will not know cousins, birthday cards will go unanswered, gifts will be received but not acknowledged, and the door, according to the source, will remain firmly closed. That is the reality of the royal rift, and according to the commentator, it is not changing anytime soon. If you want to stay updated on this story as it develops, make sure you are subscribed, because according to insiders, there is always more beneath the surface.